Goyal, Senior Analyst of Kotak Institutional Equities, joins in to talk about that. Hitesh, hi, thank you very much for joining in. First on Tata Motors, how have you played in all of the China factors and the possible slowdown into your estimates? Have you cut FY16 estimates, and will it show in the Q1 earnings as well?
Hi. Yeah, so basically we have been pushing Tata Motors for quite some time. The China numbers have been below analyst expectations. This was largely a factor of China's slowdown also, and also flaw in management strategy, because Evoque sales, which were doing around 3,000 to 4,000 a month before the local production started in China, has come down drastically to only 700-800 units. Now that is the issue more related to the timing of the start of the production, because there were discounts on the imported model, and maybe customers are looking at higher higher price reduction on the locally produced model, which they've started to correct now. They have done a lot of road shows on the Evoque. Basically they called customers on their plant and started showing the locally produced Evoque to customers to gain confidence. They've cut prices of Evoque in China. That doesn't impact their margin, because they have a benefit of around 25% import duty cut because of local production. So I think all these factors will start showing in September, October. By September, October, and Evoque volumes will improve, and they will also launch Discovery Sport and XF in China, which will boost the volumes in China. But this, I mean, at least for next 3-4 months, their pain will continue in China for JLR specifically. But I think I'm pretty confident on the new model launches, which will help them do a better second half than first half, in my view.
Hitesh, morning. Really, the stock that's defying gravity right now is Maruti Suzuki. What's the call now at 4,200 thereabouts?
See, basically, company is doing very well. If you look at the market share that's going up in whatever products that they've launched, they have done very well. They were concerned on the above 7 lakh rupee price segment that the market share is very low. With the launch of Ciaz, they have gained significant market share in that category, and it's continuing to do well. They are getting into the new SUV segment with the S-Cross, and then a compact SUV next year, and also changing the distribution platform for these premium models, and launching 100 odd outlets by end of next year only on the Nexa platform, which is basically a new distribution network which they are creating for the premium vehicles. So they are taking the right steps, and I don't see any major competition from the foreign players. Honda has launched Jazz, but it is at a premium to Swift. If you look at any new model launches, mostly Tata Motors is coming with aggressive launches. Otherwise, we don't see any major impact on Maruti in next 2 years in terms of market share. The market share is bound to go up, and although this year the demand on the industry side will be weak. I mean, I don't expect more than 5-6% growth this year, but Maruti will gain market share and can do double-digit growth. Plus, what is happening although in the sector is that raw material cost prices have declined significantly, and for next 2 quarters the support on earnings will come through from margin expansion, and all these companies are not passing on these benefits to consumers because their pricing is quite strong in the market, and they will retain these benefits. So all earnings growth will be quite robust in next 2 years, led by margin expansion.
Ashok, Leyland has been reporting good sales in the past couple of months. How will it translate, according to you, into its numbers this quarter?
Ashok Leyland has done well. They have gained market share in the heavy truck side, especially on the heavier tonnage. Their market share is higher than the overall market share, which is doing quite well. But this is mostly coming from replacement demand. Over last 1 year, replacement demand has kicked in, but we've not seen a major improvement in IIP or in mining to really see whether this is sustainable. Mostly from August, September onwards, when the base effect starts coming in, you will start seeing demand slowing down. We have already started to see truck rentals coming off. So that is not a very good sign, which indicates that the market is started to weaken on the commercial vehicle side. So all these very analysts are building very robust projections on the volume front for Ashok Leyland. I think that will start coming off because if monsoons are not good, there's no major recovery in the economy. I think you'll start seeing estimates coming off on Ashok Leyland.
Do you track Eicher Motors, and what's your call on that stock?
So we have a sell rating on the stock. This stock has done very well, largely because of Royal Enfield. On the VECV side, the market share has actually come down, but Royal Enfield has done very well. The waiting periods, especially on the classic models, continues to remain 4 to 5 months, whereas on Bullet and Thunderbird, waiting periods are much less. In fact, in certain markets, the waiting periods are coming off due to expansion in capacity. We have taken a call on this stock more from a longer term perspective, saying that valuations are very expensive, although it's a very good company run by very good management. But we don't foresee this Royal Enfield volumes to move to 2 million units in the next 5 to 10 years time, which is a bull case for this stock. And this stock is trading even at a higher multiples to FMCG companies, and we don't see that it can warrant such high multiples. So it's more of a valuation call, although management has executed the strategy pretty well.
Okay, just one quick word. What's your target price in Maruti and Tata Motors as well?
Target price of Maruti is 4,500. We'll look at revising the target price once the results come through. Our margin estimates are much lower than what they are likely to report, so we are not fully built in the material cost benefits in our numbers. So our estimates will be looked upon when the results come through. Also, if you look at Tata Motors, our target price is 600 rupees. That is based on pretty strong volume growth for JLR in the second half. So we maintain these estimates and target prices as well.
Okay.